Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host Robert. Alright, GCW one night only. I will sometimes, a lot of times, watch two wrestling shows at the same time. I'm able to keep up with both of them pretty good. So when you get up at 2 a.m. to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom, what is not a better show to pair with Wrestle Kingdom? GCW one night only, of course. Nothing like death matches as you're watching New Japan Pro Wrestling. Great pair. Anyway, so GCW one night only from the Eagles Club there in Chicagoland area. First match, Marcus Mathers taking on Emersyn Jayne. Wow, Emersyn Jayne. She has become just an amazing deathmatch wrestler. Pulling out tables, and I mean, Emersyn Jayne pulls out the door. Marcus Mathers drop kicks the door into Jayne, into the crowd. She pulls it out. She's standing on the floor with it, trying to get in the ring, and he just drop kicks it. I mean, he goes back on her and falls back in toward the front row of people. Mathers throws Emersyn Jayne into a chair because they had a chair in the ropes. Throws her into it. She lost a tooth during one of these moves. Jayne hits the coast to coast with a drop kick on the chair. They said it was a coast to coast. It looked like a coast to coast. Marcus Mathers is sitting in the corner. The chair's right here. Her feet kind of hit the bottom of the chair a little bit. Wasn't a Shane McMahon, complete coast to coast, but I mean, it was that far from it. It still looked pretty cool though. Mathers, a super powerbomb through the door bridge. Jayne decides to bring out some glass. And ends up doing a freaking Spanish fly through a door bridge. I know there was no glass in this match, sorry. Thinking of other matches. And Jayne ended up doing that Spanish fly through the door bridge. And Jayne did a powerbomb. Oh, she got powerbombed her neck onto the ringside apron. Looked pretty bad. She ends up powerbombing Marcus Mathers on a pile of broken doors in the ring, and gets to 1, 2, 3. 15 minutes and 43 seconds. I did give it a 3.5. Hell, a good match. Next up, we had Bang and Matthews from the Chicago area. August Matthews, Davey Bang, formerly known as the Bang Brothers, which you could not Google. The only team you can Google them now. But yeah, don't Google Bang Brothers, please. Anakin Murphy and Logan Cavazos. They actually brought it to Bang and Matthews to start out with, but Bang and Matthews was able to get hold of some chairs, did some chair work on the outside. They brought out a door covered in forks, the fork door. Even MLJ was like, I don't think the fork door was meant for this match, but okay, let's use it. Why not? Crucifix bomb by Murphy on both of the Bang Brothers, or Bang and Matthews. Murphy goes into the fork door, back first. Ow. Yeah, this match was like all over the place. 9 minutes 51 seconds. I did give it a 3-star. It was fun, but it's a little wonky on some of the way some of the spots happened. Next up, we had Orin, Veidt, and Mr. Danger. Mr. Danger has turned into quite the deathmatch wrestler. Danger did a moonsault onto Orin Veidt as he's holding a bundle of tubes. This match was all about tubes. Orin pulls out gusset plate, and he starts hitting Mr. Danger in the head with a gusset plate. There was a door that had a piece of styrofoam on it that had knives on it. You got to pull that out and use it, right? Orin Veidt did a top rope splash with tubes on Mr. Danger. Mr. Danger gets thrown into a door that had aluminum cans cut. Not easy cut, just randomly cut, attached to this. Mr. Danger hits a freaking destroyer on top of a broken pile of tubes. And the two of these are just every once in a while with tubes. I mean, lots of light tubes here. I need to find out who they buy light tubes from for GCW's death matches and buy stock in the light tube company, because holy hell, they use a lot of light tubes in here. But yeah, Mr. Danger ended up getting the victory. 15 minutes and 48 seconds. 3.5 star match. But yeah, Mr. Danger's turning quite a little deathmatch wrestler. Next up, we had Ciclope and Vipress. What could possibly go wrong with a deathmatch with these two? Ciclope pulls out a pane of glass on the. You know how they put the chairs on the ropes in the corners? He laid a plate of glass there. What could possibly go wrong? He slams Vipress' head into this glass. Not once. Not twice. It took 3 times for that glass to shatter. Strong ass glass. Don't use safety glass. Or what would CM Punk tell Jack Perry? Use fake glass. Yeah, that's what they should have used. Vipress drop kicks a bunch of tubes drop kicks Ciclope as he's holding a bunch of tubes. Ciclope a spinning Liger bomb on Vipress on the glass with barbed wire on it. Yeah, they had glass with barbed wire attached to it. Who dreams up this stuff? Vipress goes chest first on Ciclope onto Ciclope flips her chest first onto a bunch of tacks, and Ciclope had tacks on his forehead. I'm talking like thumbtacks. You put it like a corkboard all over the ring, all over the face of Ciclope. Vipress gets the light tube frame and just annihilates it on Ciclope. Ciclope does a top rope fisherman buster through glass. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Ciclope got the win. 14 minutes and 36 seconds. I gave that sucker 4 star. It's pretty darn epic. Next up, we had the GCW World Heavyweight title line. We had champion Atticus Cogar taking on a little Sicko. Little Sicko, before the bell rang, flew over the top rope and landed with Cogar almost in row 3. Little Sicko had a skateboard with tubes on it that he skateboarded onto Atticus Cogar. There was skiers on the ropes, and they were taking turns pushing each other into these ropes and getting the skiers stuck in people's foreheads. Cogar did a side buster off the top rope onto the floor. Ooh, it looks sick. A side suplex. Sicko. I did a neck breaker onto a door. This was just violence galore here. 11 minutes and 8 seconds, 3 3/4 star, and still your GCW World Champion, Atticus Cogar. Next, we had the Krule versus the Bev. Everything the Bev did to Krule just went, I'm good. Bev put Krule through freaking door with barbed wire on it. He gets that from it. Bev suplexes Krule through a barbed wire door. He gets that from it. Krule ended up slamming Bev on a stack of broken doors. There's a couple times where Krule stayed on a knee for 30 seconds. But it started off like the first half of the match was a 7 minute 36 second match. The first little over half of the match, it was nothing but Bev trying to take Krule down, and then Krule just shaking him off, basically. And then there's a couple spots where Bev got him down, but then he got up, and then once he got up, it was over at that point. And then Krule getting the victory. I give it 2.5. Next up, with the GCW Ultraviolent Championship on the line, we had champion Matt Tremont taking on Dysfunction. Unfortunately, this match was a no contest because we had Vandal 48, Napier, and Otis Cogar come out and attack Dysfunction and attack Matt Tremont, put them through a barbed wire table, and then, of course, they go over and they end up pushing Brett Lauderdale down. And they're proud of themselves, of course. And that, of course, Napier and Otis Cogar didn't quite take out the Matt Tremont. And he grabbed the microphone and told the little punks that if they wanted to fight, get their asses back in the ring and who's going to kill them. Yeah, so Vandal 48, no brain cells. They go back to the ring for this match. Okay. 2 deathmatch guys that you just pissed off. And now you're going to go get in the ring when there's weapons. Okay, Vandal 48. Here's your noggin next time, boys. Christian Napier, Otis Cogar, taking on the tag team of Dysfunction and Matt Tremont. His name is Dysfunction for a reason. Cogar did a blade between Matt Tremont's fingers. I mean, they had it because the previous attack with that as well, both guys were beat up. If you ever want to get somebody back, take salt and lime juice and pour on a cut. If they have a paper cut, and I think it'll really hurt. Well, of course, these Nimrods did that to Matt Tremont, which actually pissed off Matt Tremont. As you can imagine, it pissed him off. Tremont just loses it with tubes on Napier. 14 minutes to 31 seconds. And Dysfunction and Matt Tremont were able to get the victory over Vandal 48. I give it 3 1/4. Overall, it was a good match. I actually enjoyed it. The whole show. Love GCW is one of my favorite companies, and so I'm trying to get back to doing videos like this, reviewing all their stuff. I will have the best of 2025 up soon. I'm going to do the best of GCW and JCW Jersey Championship Wrestling. I'm still watching the final Jersey Championship Wrestling show. I still got to finish it. And then I'll get everything on the spreadsheet and get the video out later this month. But yeah, I've done a best of GCW every single year since 2019. So in January 2020, I did best of 2019. I've done the best of since then. Since 2020, every January, I've done the best of GCW. So that's, GCW is that company for me right now. I love AEW, I love WWE, I love TNA, I love NXT, Ring of Honor, but you know what? GCW is kind of that. It's not one of the big 4 like New Japan and TNA and AEW and WWE, but it's that top indie promotion for me. So anyway, that is GCW one and only. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.